Well, good day, tubes. How's she going? Pretty good here. So today we're going to do Bill question and answer number 39. And I don't have a whole lot of questions. Nobody's been really asking questions, so it's not going to be a long one today. And there was a few that came in that weren't questions, so I don't do them on the video. This is just question and answer. So if you're sending me things or files of something or whatever, I don't put that on the video because it's not really a question. So just for questions. So that's all this is meant for. So let's load up the mail here. Now this has been a while because just really haven't had many questions come in. So we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So shorter day. Shorter day. So the first one is from, when is this from? November 16th of 2023. So a while ago. And this is from Spencer. Says, good day, Bill and family. How did you get started liking John Deere tractors? What do you mean, these? John Deere tractors, and would you do more abandoned house videos from Spencer Perry? So we got into John Deere mostly because when I was a young guy going to the tractor shows, I really like watching the John Deere ARs, like I got one here, and the tractor pull. Oh man, the gobs of torque, and just bang, 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 and still going. Like right down to pretty much nothing. I don't know, I was impressed with that. I'm like, one of these days I need one of them. So I eventually caught up to one, and now I do own one. I haven't had it out much, mind you, but I haven't even opened that container all this winter, so hopefully it's still in there and it's not all rusted. Shouldn't be. But and then, you know, we run the John Deere stuff here too, right? And that's just, I just kind of kept going with it from that too. That's kind of where I started using the John Deere equipment, was this cemetery job here. So it's kind of like that. That's about it. Abandoned houses. We don't really have many more around here, to be honest. There's a couple here and there, but if they have the sign up no trespassing, or if they have a gate across, you're not allowed in. You will get prosecuted. And so there's really not much around here. The ones that I've already shown in the videos are one we actually just kind of come across it one day. We were way out in the middle of nowhere driving, and we went and looked at that. But other than that, there's not really much around here. We've kind of looked at them all that were here. So. And then again, if they got no trespassing, any of that stuff, you know, gate across, the gate closing the gateway or the walkway or the driveway, you're not allowed to go in. So anyways, thanks Spencer for sending that. Next one here is from November 17th, 2023. And this is from I'm not sure who. It doesn't really say, but the question is anyways, hey Bill, did you ever play Georgetown NY in Farming Simulator 19? Oof. I don't recall that one, so I'm going to have to say no. No, I don't think I did. If it's still available, maybe I could go get it and we could do like a retro play of it, because that's like the older version now. So anyways, thank you whoever you are for sending that. There's no name on the email. Next one is from Douglas, and just wondering, Bill was just wondering why you changed your heater in your shed. I thought the other one was working good for you. So yes, it is fine. The BILLSTMAXX there, propane, it's working good. Actually, we had them both going the other day here and got it up real quick and temp, we'll say. Says, I thought the other one was working good. What was the fuel cost issue or something else? No. See, this one runs off of 110. Okay, so if the power happens to go out, I can't run this heater. So if the power's out for, say, an excessive amount of time, I can run off some batteries here for probably 8 to 12 hours. I got 2 car batteries here. They're not, we'll say, in fantastic good shape, but I got another battery here that's actually probably should have another charge again. That I could run it off too if we needed to. Should series them all together. I guess I could do that too, and then make it work that way too. So now, so this, the propane is great, but then when I need to fill that, I got to unhook the tank, load it on my trailer, take it all the way down to the hardware store here. They'll fill it, bring it back, slug it in here because it's heavy. Then right? When they're empty, they're nice, but when they're full, they're heavy. I mean, that thing weighs like probably a little over 100 pounds with the propane in there and the weight of the tank, you know, so it adds up. Plus, that tank is only good for 10 years, which is fine. Just buy a new one, but Those big 100-pound tanks are really expensive here now. Like, I mean, really, really expensive. Plus the propane is, when I got that one filled, it was about $1 a pound. So you're like almost $100 worth of taxes to fill it too, which it probably, I've never ran it to see how long it'll go for to keep it up to say like a 15-degree temperature in here, but it probably would only go for about a week. So, which it's not bad, but it's not a huge tank, right? So the other heater I got for the garage down there, I've got 2 of those big giant bulk tanks, and it goes for about, well, if it's really cold out, there's not much insulation on that building, it's hard to keep block insulated, but I could probably get a month maybe out of those 2 big tanks, and that's it. So it eats it up pretty quick. Now this is a 50,000 BTU, and I think that one down there was an 80, or maybe this is an 80, no, 50, maybe they're both 50s, can't remember now. So anyways, this, believe it or not, I think in the long run the diesel is actually cheaper. It's just basically if you're running it all the time, I have to come out and check it every morning and top it up again and fill it up again. It runs roughly about a gallon a day, so you're, well, a gallon a day, we're gonna kind of convert that for you. So that's about 4 liters, so $1, and well, that's for the road fuel. I can get it cheaper than that. So well, let's do the regular fuel. So it's about $1.25 times 4. So it's, ooh. So yeah, $5 a day roughly cost me to run this heater, where that one's probably, I don't know, you'd have to work it out, but it's probably not far off of that. But there's many pros and cons to why I got 2 heaters in here. This one's are really annoying, I know, but this one I found is really loud too with the fan in the camera. You hear it really loud. So I kind of like running this one, even though it tick, 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 but the fan isn't too loud. It's not terrible bad as that one. And I think this one's a bit cheaper. And this one, it doesn't have a thermostat, so it doesn't cycle on and off. It'll go low, where you guys have heard it tick, 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 and that's pumping fuel into the burner. It'll keep this place about 10, 12 degrees just at that temperature, so it's not bad. But then if I really want to warm it up, I'll fire that guy up full tilt and then get the propane going here too. And I'll tell you what, it's about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and this place is like cooking like 25 degrees. So it's pretty awesome. But mostly I got it because if the power went off and I wanted to work out here, if it's off for an extended period of time, I don't have power coming out here now because the way I've got this wired to run the compressor and the rest of the lights and stuff in here, it's not hooked to my generator that I run to keep the house going if the power's off. It used to, but now it doesn't. So yeah, so it's just kind of like an auxiliary kind of heater, or maybe that one's an auxiliary heater now up there, but yeah, it's just, you know, and I seen them too. There's also, I wanted to try one just to see how they worked, and it's been pretty darn good. You know, I can't really complain. So anyways, thanks Doug for sending that in. Hopefully that answers your question. From Michigan, eh? Not too far from here. So second last question today is from Travis. It says, hi Bill and family, Happy New Year. Hope your Christmas was good. Everything was good here. Hopefully yours was too, and everyone as well. We were good. Sarah's got a bit of a cold now. I'm trying to stay away a bit, but you know, I have a couple of questions for you. If you weren't working at the cemetery, what would you be doing? Oh man, what would I be doing? Boy, I've been doing this for so long, I don't even know now. Like, I don't really know what else I would do. I would not want to be in something retail, I'll tell you that. And really dealing with customers? No. The hustle and bustle of customers every day? No. Did that for a bit at the rental, and I didn't really like it. As in the working the front counter, we'll say, with people coming and going all the time, and I didn't really like that. I'm not really good at the fast-paced stuff, we'll say, so I couldn't work at, say, like a McDonald's where they're going mental all the time. No. It'd have to be, boy, that's a good question. It'd have to be something that was year-round, of course. You wouldn't want to get laid off. So I like doing the monument stuff, actually. It's kind of fun. Maybe not necessarily making and building the monuments, but I like doing like the outside work, so like the cemetery stuff, pouring the foundations, doing the cement. setting the stones is pretty fun too. That could be challenging sometimes as well. But that's only a part-time sort of half a year job, right? Around usually near the end of November, our guys here close down till about, depends, sometimes the middle of January they'll be back, sometimes February, middle of February, depends kind of what they got to do and their stock of stuff that they have ready to go for the stones that need to be done. That'd be probably my next choice. But after that, boy, like I say, I don't know. I don't really know anything else, so I'd have to really sit down and think about that. It was funny enough. Somehow I come across it for what they call the Go Transit, which is like the people train kind of thing that goes right down to the Union Station into Toronto. So that whole system, the Go Transit, which is there's another bigger name for them. But anyways, they have quite a website with job postings there, and I'm looking at them like, so you want a guy to be able to basically look at a railway track and tell you if it's needing fixed or if something's needing changed or what. You needed so much stuff. It's like, I'd have to go to school for 10 years probably, and I'm too old for doing that now. Like, so I'm like, holy smokes, like all these jobs, it's like, oh, gotta have this requirement, you need all this, you need like 1,500 years experience. It's like, well, how do you get experience if you've never done it? So I don't know. I just kind of across that one day. I'm like, oh, that's kind of an interesting thing. I wonder what kind of jobs they got. And I looked, I'm like, holy smokes, you have to be like a rocket scientist to work for train people? I guess. But anyways, even the maintenance welder guy, I mean, I could do the welding. I'm not certified, but I'm sure you could get certified. And it was like 10 years of schooling. I'm like, holy crap. No. So me, myself, I don't know what I do. Probably get into the monument stuff maybe, and I don't know. No. But anyways, if you weren't working at the cemetery, what would you be doing? Do you have a dream job that you wanted to work at? Thanks for your great content and great and enjoyable. Travis from BC. Oh, so if I had a dream job. Maybe a CEO of some big company that you just sat behind a big desk all day and you just sign checks. I could do that. I don't know. That's a really good question, you know. What would a dream job be? Wow. I've never been asked that before. Boy, I don't have an answer for you, I think. Dream job. What would a dream job be? What would a dream job be? Wow. Boy, I'm going to really have to think about that, maybe answer you next time around, because I don't know. It's just kind of drawing me a blank right now. Oh, boy. I've always thought, you know, we're not real big campers, but we've been to a couple of campgrounds. You're again getting into all the people again, but that'd be kind of neat to manage or own a campground maybe. I don't know, maybe there's a lot of crap about it that wouldn't be good, but I don't know. I can't think of one. So anyways, I'll have to think about that and I'll let you know. Anyways, thanks Travis for sending that in. So our last one is from our old friend Vince. Vince sends me a lot of stuff here. And he piles a pile of questions in on me here too. So, try to keep her simple, Vince. Keep her simple for me. I'm getting old and I don't think too well anymore. Says, hi Bill, how are you doing? Hope your hand is good. Enjoyed the playing card. So Vince sent me a package of stuff there a while ago. So we got the cards and all that stuff that he sent me. So yeah, those are pretty sweet. Thanks, man. Saw it online and wanted to make sure it was correct. Yeah. Does the cemetery have a gazebo? Yes, we do. Way at the back by the lake. I don't know if you can see it on the Google Earth mappy things. You might be able to. Way, way back by the lake. At the very back corner there. And that was put in. Ooh. I was here, so it was... I've been here 21 years, so it's probably... about 18 or so years. I think it was a couple years after I started they put that in. So it's probably been there about 18, almost 20 years. Not quite, but... And it's BC cedar, actually, so it smells really... It used to smell really good. Now it's kind of dried out, and it's... I don't know, if you maybe washed it or something, you might smell it again, that nice aromatic kind of cedary sort of smell. But someone thought it was a good idea, because they see squirrels and chipmunks and crap back there, to hide a bunch of nuts, like up, like in the raftery things and stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna have to hurry up here, battery's almost dead. Yeah, we got a bit of time. So they hid a bunch of nuts up in their stuff, so they went and got the nuts, but then they went up and they chewed like all the beams and stuff. Well, not right down, like it's still safe, but I'm like, holy crap. Much more than that thing, we probably would have had to scrap it. So it's like, wow. And that was donated by a guy who lost his son, and he dedicated it to his son too, right? And he's, I don't know, he's still alive, that old guy, but he's got to be up there really good now because he was old then. So does it get wild turkeys? Does the cemetery get wild turkeys roaming through? Yes, it does. You can see them all the time here. We just never know where they are. The neighbor across from us here, she feeds them stuff and seed or whatever. So that's what's keeping them around. Seen them just out in our front yard the other day. You never know where they're going to be. They're all over the place here, but it's basically all the grassy areas they're hiding out in and having fun in. So that's good. Now he's got an interesting, oh, wait a minute, another question. Have there been any beaver problems? Funny that you ask. Not up here, but I've noticed the river, this same river, way down south, kind of below town, it's all flooded up down there. I'm like, really? Where did you guys come from? They had them all under control, and now they're all back again. So they'll probably progressively move up here, and then they'll have to start trapping them again and opening the dams, and you know, so it's like, we've been good for about 5 years, I think, up here. And now they seem to be back again, which is, it's really weird. I don't know where they come from, but they're coming out of lakes maybe, and then swimming up the rivers and then damming it off, making another lake. And can we see the mowers on the trailer getting filled at the gas station? So I don't need to do that because I have my own gas station here. I've got diesel and gas available for me for my trimmers and the tractors and stuff, so I wouldn't put them on the trailers to do that. So and you can't take you down there anyway, so it's all down in the cemetery, but I've got my own tanks here for that. I just actually replaced the diesel tank from a 200 gallon to a 600 gallon, way bigger. So I noticed that, you know, we're filling it up a lot more the last couple of years, and then the guy actually came in to fill it up. It was empty. The guy came to fill it, and he's like, oh, how old's this tank? I'm like, I don't know, it's been here for 15 odd years anyways. Oh, this is just a single lined one. I think we're going to change that for you. So he made a call, and like about 3 or 4 days later they brought me in the new tank, and I said to him, okay, well, get me maybe a bigger one then, and I don't have to get it filled up so often, you know, because with the 2 tractors, the backhoe and the little guy, it's using up quite a bit of fuel, right? So so we got that, and then bigger tanks, so it worked out pretty good. Lastly, I made some signs for you to use. So this is not really a question. This is what I'm kind of trying to avoid with the question and answer stuff, but I'll do it anyways here for you. Lastly, I made some signs for you using Rust for your town, like a hotel town, and buying and selling, which are attached. So he's got BILLSTMAXX vending. I don't know how you made that, but that's cool. But now that has to be hosted somewhere. I don't know if you've got it hosted somewhere where I can get a image link for it, because I need to do the copy and paste the link into the Rust sign artist plugin there for that to work. So he's got sell and then the buy. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Vince. But yeah, they got to be hosted somewhere. BILLSTMAXX Hotel and BILLSTMAXX Town. That's pretty neat. So that is it. Thanks, Vince, for sending that. That is it for questions. Just refresh here just in case. Refresh. Why is it trying to get my Wi-Fi? It's miles away from the house. I know. Okay, yeah, that was the last question, and that was from 6 days ago from Vince there, so February 25th. Anyways, if you got a question, send me a question for our 40th video. Holy, 40 videos of that. And it's billqa@yahoo.com. It's on the description below too. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Catch you all later. And you guys have a good day. Send me questions. We can put it on the show.